Hi, welcome everyone back to Let's Play Sunrider, Mask of the Arcadius. Last time, we had some battle stuff. Yes, we had a very intense battle. That was probably really loud on the mic anyway. Yeah, we're beginning Captain's Log, yes. In 2 weeks since we took down, Castell's base in the asteroid. Since then, we've been chasing down minor criminals, undertaking hit-and-run attacks on Pax supply lines. Despite our efforts, Pax invasion of the neutral rim has continued unabated. 6 more governments have voluntarily joined Pact, and 2 more have been conquered. Pact's war machine has been indiscriminately slaughtering both civilian and combatants alike. It's just like we're playing Master of Orion 2. In mere months since Syrah, millions more innocents have been murdered. Unless something is done, the day when Pact rules the entire inner rim appears to be fast approaching. Oh hey, doorbell. Come on in, hello. Oh, an encrypted transmission from who? Also, I didn't know we had an Enigma machine on board. Solar Alliance. Oh, these are big people. Admiral Harold Gray is interested in speaking. I know. Hello. Yes, Mr. Metals. Yes, however, we're neutral, so that was going to happen because you weren't going to intervene on our behalf. Yes. I'm listening. Yeah, not a lot of mercenaries that are probably out there have both Rider and battleship capacity. Oh fun, an escort mission. I'm assuming that I can just ask these without blowing this whole thing up. I just want normal saves, thank you. I don't want any quick saves. I don't want a quick save in this situation. Alright, so yeah, well, I guess. Yes. I understand. But you could just have armed freighters, because they wouldn't technically be military vessels, although I guess they'd be classified as auxiliary cruisers. But still. Diplomats. Oh, they're diplomats. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to stop. You're trying not to get involved in the war. That's what you're saying. Okay. devastating war. So this is actually has an actual choice for me. I could chide him. We're not declaring now. However, if the president, right, if the president of their country, right, so that's their top, their leader, does not war right now, then obviously he has a plan. At least I hope so. And he says if all the inner neutral rim gets conquered, then he doesn't have to worry about fighting on multiple fronts, so he can keep it where he wants it. I understand. They have to wait for a better moment. Good. Especially if you have a very big gun. Yes, we do. We have the Vanguard cannon. Yes, we will see a golden age of privateering. I wouldn't go that far. No. What do I want to know? I want to know what the alliances situation is. You obviously haven't seen a democracy in action. It's pretty awful. That sounds like real life right now, actually. Political deadlock. Let me see the pack status. Well, they obviously want the whole galaxy. Okay. Not yet. I'd hope so. guess I can call people. I guess I can call you. Huh. I'm very tempted to buy that. Very tempted to buy the shield for Sunrider. I think I will do that. I will buy the shield generator for Sunrider. Deck 1, so that's R&D. Do we have anyone to talk to? No.
Welcome to Research and Development.
Hello. And we have 289 funds. What do I want to do with them? Is the question. I think upgrading armor would be a good thing at this time. I'm assuming flak resistance means they're less likely to get shot down. Oh wow, armor's gonna cost us quite a bit. I'm tempted to pick up a flak resistance. Also, an upgrade to energy reactor. Well, on Liberty, I would need to upgrade it twice. That cost me about almost 500 right there to upgrade twice to make that worthwhile. I could buy this twice. Now that might be worthwhile if I can get it down below 40. I'm actually gonna save, because if this doesn't bring it below 40, which is 42.
Welcome to Research and Development.
Into that. Laser could do more damage. I'm not necessarily sure I want Liberty to be fighting, though. That was the thing, I was hoping I would have to spend... It depends if I just want to put the money down for that investment now, or not. Can I put that investment better elsewhere, I guess is the next question. Almost. Almost. Well, here's what we'll do. about let's make our missiles on the Sunrider just a little bit better. I'm thinking missile damage and flak resistance. This time might be useful. Although it's just a good question. Bring laser down in cost. What's your base evade? Okay, your base evade is 25. How powerful is your laser? Now that might be more valuable to me. To increase her laser damage. Although I like Liberty, so I think I'm just gonna put the money down on that.
Thank you, Captain. Come again soon.
Let's save game again, because we may die horribly. That may have been a terrible mistake. Wow, that's way out here. Class 7 planet. We had any side quests, did we? Let me look, actually. We didn't have any side quest stuff to do, did we? No. I should have looked beforehand. And I don't think... yeah. Okay. Just warp. You'll get to see me warp again. Hooray! We arrive on planet Vesta. Was it a tarp? It's a tarp! How bad is it? It could be better. What we got here? A pack cruiser. Looks like he's kinetic based. Looks like lasering him down would be a good idea. We got some riders. Or in his shield. They have no armor.
Awaiting orders. Forward!
Shall I continue? I'm glad to be by your side, Captain.
Countermeasure successful.
Blackjack,
Engineering reports
good
an
to go.
increase in our capabilities.
I'm not sure if this is the best way to open the fight.
All systems are green.
Try to put 2 pulses downrange.
Target locked! The attack is successful! Target locked! The enemy has taken damage.
What can I do for you, Mon Capitan?
Got 15 to hit. Let's just pulse him twice.
I'm firing my laser! Attack successful. That's gotta hurt.
One more time. I don't expect to kill him.
Gonna light this place up. Justice served.
Our hull is holding.
Shield working as intended.
Our hull is holding.
Armor's getting shipped away, though.
Our hull is holding.
Actually, I should have realized that instead of pulsing them. Although those guys had no armor.
Our hull is beginning to fracture.
Shield weak.
Our hull is beginning to fracture.
We have a friend? Oh, we have a friend. Unidentified rider has entered the battle. Looks like it. Good assumption. Actually, I have an idea. If only these guys line up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The Sunrider is at your disposal, Captain.
Coin flip? Oh, I was gonna say, coin flip from here?
All ahead, full.
What's it from here? 55 on one of the frigates?
Do you need something? Oh, here I go.
What's your flak? You have 20 flak and 4 armor. I really want to flak off one of these guys. I think we'll wait until next
Do
round.
you need something scanned, Captain?
Oh, what I could do is shut off. I could nuke his shields. Let's do that actually. Or I could aim up.
Electronic invasion initiated.
Let's go get putting the pedal to the metal.
Alright, so his shields are down.
Pew, pew, pew. All for one and one for all.
I'm gonna use the big laser on him to weaken his
All
armor.
systems are green.
Yeah, he lost quite a bit of armor. His shield is down. So we can spend this turn. Yeah, we'll have 100 to hit with the laser. How long is his shield down? 2 turns.
The Sunrider is at your disposal. Commencing fire.
Let's kill this guy.
Confirmed hit.
So far, so good. Let's see what this new enemy unit can do.
Our hull is beginning to
They're
fracture.
actually doing a really smart thing. He's going into this ally shield barrier.
Our hull is beginning to fracture.
I'm really glad I bought that shield.
Don't worry, I'm still A-OK.
Sections 32, 16, and 2 have been
Their
compromised.
armor's getting stripped off.
Sections 32, 16, and 2 have been compromised.
Bad. his shields.
Electronic invasion initiated.
And we can flak off someone. What's your flak? 20 flak? Oh, hold
The
on.
Sunrider awaits orders.
Oh, shit. Those to hit odds could be better. I think we're gonna take the 70 to hit on kinetic firepower on this guy.
Initiating shock.
Initiating shock.
We have struck the enemy.
We probably stripped off a lot of his armor now. Yeah, he has next to no armor now.
I'm here, Captain.
I could try to kill him with a laser. Let's do that.
Pew, pew, pew. Attack successful.
Wow,
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, we rolled really high with that. That's kind of low damage roll, yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
you were there, Captain?
Well, what I can do is I can flak off, It's actually a good question who I want to flak off. Because...
Awaiting orders.
Missile. He is in this person's field of flak. They actually have overlapping flak barriers. So if I want to isolate someone with flak, it should be this guy.
Shall I compute something for you?
So what I'm going to do is if his flak radius is gigantic,
Now's the time.
I'm going to flak
Them,
off
Captain.
this guy.
Blackjack, good to go.
And I'm going to shove some missiles into this guy.
It's time to bring out the circus.
Oh, he failed to intercept them.
Justice served.
Failed to intercept all. But we did miss with one, I think. Because missiles.
Let's go get
I
him.
guess I won't
The
show.
Sunrider awaits orders.
Now, alright. Okay, good. You are going to be intelligent about how you shoot that.
Firing Hell Dart missiles, sir.
Wow.
On target.
Wow. 7 intercepts?
What can I do
All
for you,
systems are green.
Mon-Ton?
Captain?
Huh.
Can't catch me. Don't worry, I'm still A-okay. Blackjack's still holding strong.
We're gonna lose our accuracy buff. And his shield should come back? Or no, he's down his shields. His shields are down.
Do you need something scanned, Captain?
We will aim up.
Our systems have been enhanced, Captain. Issue your command.
Coin flip to nuke him. I think what we'll do is we'll stay here. And maybe we'll try to kinetic this guy.
All cannons on target.
We should strip off quite a bit of armor there. Yes, we did.
What do you need, Captain?
It's actually a good question what I want from you, Stephen.
How can I help?
I'm gonna go. Well, there's no point in flak off. 'Cause I think we're out of missiles. So
The Sunrider is at your disposal, Captain.
we have 40 points. thing still has 12 armor, right? Let's see if we can strip off some more of his armor.
Pew, pew, pew. Attack successful. That's gotta hurt.
We did indeed. He's down to next to no armor. So we should have him next round.
Sections 32, 16, and 2 have been compromised.
I can do this.
Do you need something scanned, Captain?
How about this?
Now's the time. Get them, Captain.
How about you do nothing for this round? Wow. I got his energy, I got his flak, and his shields. Which he had no shields.
I hear ya loud and clear.
For 2 turns?
Oh, you were there, Captain?
Huh.
Let's go get him.
His shields are back up though. Oh yeah, his shield's defense is 25, so there's no way we can pulse him down.
Awaiting orders.
Let's just put a kinetic burst down range.
Fire safe! Confirmed hit!
This guy's next.
Target locked! The attack is successful!
I hear ya loud and clear.
I think I should fire a laser and strip whatever armor that thing has left.
Devastation at the speed of light. All for one and one for all.
So you should have 0 armor left, correct? Oh, you have 1. Alright, unknown hostile is disabled, so yeah, he lost his turn.
Awaiting orders.
Let's close the distance.
Forward!
Ready? Go, go,
Do you
go!
need something scanned, Captain?
You just hose him down from right here.
Leave my friends alone!
I hit?
That should strip it down to 0, yeah.
How can I help?
Finish this.
Don't get any closer. I'm glad that's over.
Indeed. Looks like just the backpack exploded. I think the rider itself survived. Yeah. Let's pick up the rider then. Interesting enough that the warp gate itself has a bunch of lasers attached to it. I know. Did a good job. Indeed. Yeah. Huh. We're gonna EMP it. Just like that disable thing that I, just like the disable thing I did to it during the fight. Indeed we do. Let's see. would actually love to do that, but I don't think the crew will let me. I'm not even sure this is a guy. You still have that taser thing, don't you? That electronic thing you used when Agasso was telling me about. Hey, wait a second. You're wearing a Rider. Well, of course you're wearing a Rider suit. Of course. What else would you expect in this universe? No. Welcome aboard the Sunrider. The planet was, but not us. Private mercenary. You are on a mission, yet you are fighting with Pact. Oh, we'll get to see the brig? Neat. That bed actually looks kind of nice. We found enough assassination tools on her to topple a small government? Huh. It actually scares me what could have happened if she decided to attack us. Maybe my me worrying about that taser shock thing that Chigura had, probably wasn't invalid. Isn't she just right there? It's still yellow. That's actually a good question. What do we want? We already asked the second question there. Well, we are freelancers. Yeah, but you shot at us first. Hey, you shot first. I'd be careful. She might bite, or you know, punch you through the glass. Oh, we're gonna be friends here in a minute. Yeah, it's not like she can do anything about it. I'd be careful. Wait a second. did he just try to get us killed? Was he trying to instigate something? Huh. I have a feeling we'll be fighting him just as much as we'll be fighting Pact. Kind of. No, it's the diplomats who need to be shot. Okay, Kato. Let me spell it out for you. If she's an assassin, if we're hired for a rescue mission, right, and the second we warped in, we got attacked by Pact units, and then she warped in after us, he very well knew that the Pact units were here waiting for us. Then he was going to have her warp in and kill the diplomats so he could instigate a war. That's what he wanted. That's the very reason she's here. You still haven't figured it out, Ava. You want to join us, don't you? But she could probably still hurt us through the jail cell. I understand. As long as I can lock down the hangar first. Yeah, we kind of are in a big military vessel, so if you try to kind of run, then you'll get obliterated. Well, this is certainly different than what I was saying earlier in the episode when I thought the Alliance, you know, was ready for this. It clearly we're trying to avoid it at all costs. And, you know, we're honestly trying to avoid it at all costs, which seems kind of weird of politicians for me. Them actually telling the truth. Anyway. No, not captured, killed. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm a freelancer. Yeah, that's probably true. I'll let her out. She's wearing, her suit says number 3 on it, so clearly she's our next rider. Hey, it's probably better than this prison cell. Actually, that's probably not true. Yo, Kai. That actually makes me very curious right now. Let me go back to the Admiral. Here, let me load the game. Yes, I just saved. Let me see. I think it was here? I want to see what he says about it. Oh, he says the same thing. Never mind. I thought he would hint us at this. Alright. He didn't. You should be on. Okay, no. Well, we're gonna start with Chigara. Oh, hey, you're wearing, you're not wearing your, Rider uniform. What's your take on what's going on with the mercenary? I'm not very good with making decisions, so I think you're much better suited at thinking about it than I am. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm glad you're confident. She is smarter. Let me actually see if I get to say the other thing now. Maybe comfortable with machines. That's just about it. Yeah, I understand how you feel. I really understand how she feels. Machines are much easier to deal with than people. That's all for now. I'm assuming if I talk to you, Ava, then we'll have plot. There's a new button. Hello. Hello, Asaga. I might have called you something else earlier. You're also outside your Rider uniform. You're wearing, I'm assuming that's the ship's uniform? Things change. I would love to do that. We have the Vanguard cannon, so if they all line up. But wanted to kill the slaver scums in cold blood. Although I do understand the difference. It's just interesting to me how she views that. Also, yes, I can let these innocents die. They're diplomats. Their principles? Game, why do you pose me such good questions? Making me think about all of this. It's true that we'll never beat the pack without the Alliance's help. However, I do like intact principles. Although I am going to be burning, I'm probably going to end up burning a civilian population one time or another. Also, I don't really like that admiral very much. But we won't win without a pack. Until your life bar hits 0, then yeah. Oh, apparently that just ended the conversation. I thought I would get more than one choice on the matter. I thought I'd be able to go through it.
Welcome to Research and Development.
By the way, we have funds. I almost want to go back and see what she would have... I'm actually going to do that. I just want to see what she would have said. This is the problem with me never had really playing a visual novel. Yes, presume you've heard the rumor. Yeah. Just be careful and don't do anything reckless. Oh, okay, and then I can just go back. Oh, of course, that's the one that lets me go back. Okay. It really just doesn't change anything. Okay.
Welcome to Research and Development.
I'm getting all of the interruptions. All of them? Why is it whenever I go into research and development, I get interrupted? Or people attempt to interrupt me? Now, where was I? Oh yeah. Before I forget, laser, decrease energy cost. And I think I'm gonna bump the reactor up to... Now that that's done. Let's go to the Sunrider. And boost our missiles.
Thank you, Captain. We'll get started right away.
Yeah, now that's started. Yeah, she does have a point. Well, I believe so. Nah, it's okay. Indeed. Going to attempt to make an escape soon. Fighting escort in case things get hairy. Oh, so a unarmed, probably unarmored civilian transport. How fun. They tell me international law prohibits them from coming aboard a foreign military vessel. I see. Something is indeed amiss, but it sounds like a diplomat rule. Yeah. So I'm assuming that play button right there is what we need to progress plot. and think about what to do. That sounds like a good time to end the episode. Next time on Let's Play Sunrider Mask of the Arcadius. Well, we're gonna get some diplomats killed. I'll see you then.